Hey, early morning, early morning. Good morning, everybody. Tony Vera. Last days for the homeless encampment. Today is supposed to be a final cleanup, and I'm here today and tomorrow, and then back to LX on Wednesday after almost 2 months of being out of LAX. But still in Venice. I will always be. I live in Venice. I will always be covering stories, and I will always check on the tents. Hello, Alfred. So Wednesday, big day. Good news is I take a bus to the airport. It's $1.25. I found out that I'm 62 years old, so I only pay 40 cents. So it's 80 cents round trip. So that's, I mean, I'm getting old, but that's the only good news about it. I don't see any, it's supposed to be a big cleanup day today. I don't see any sanitation. It's supposed to start at 7. Nada. Hey, let me know how the stream is from 1 to 5 people. I'm using my new phone for the stream. Hey, Roger, good morning there. Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm using the new phone. I'm not using. I usually always stream on this phone, but I said, use the good phone. Okay, yeah, I'm using the Samsung Galaxy X21 Ultra, and it's an amazing phone, and I should have been using that. So I guess we're gonna Wednesday we're gonna do some plane spotting just to get back to LAX, and then hit the terminals for some good stuff. But I'm not leaving Venice. I live in Venice. I will always be covering stories in Venice, but I'm going back to LAX. I got to make a living. Yeah, somebody asked, what's that white stuff around the palm trees? I think it's some kind of uh, anti-bug uh, pesticide for the bugs. I believe it is. Hey, Jim in Scotland. Long way off, my friend, but welcome aboard. So we are in Venice Beach, and it's supposed to be a big. I counted like maybe 8 tents on the boardwalk on the sand. Not many tents, but there's some tents and some people sleeping on the sand. But I think they're legally allowed to sleep on the sand if they don't have a tent. There's one huge tent all the way down there. I'm not sure we can get it from here, but all the way down there is a big tent. But yeah, it's basically done here. It's like most of the tents are gone. The story is it's basically not over, but you can always do follow-ups, but it's done. It's time to get back to LAX and get those. Because when I left, I was getting some big hits. My last video there, I got I think 400,000 hits in like 2 weeks. It went viral. So the airport videos are starting to do really well, and I left at a time where I shouldn't have left. How you doing there? Isn't like you. Good. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. So I don't see any activists. I don't see the LA Sanitation. I don't see the LA Park Rangers. They handed out notices all last week. This is the day, the final day. And there's some tents, but mostly umbrellas. This poor guy here, I feel sorry for him. They're gonna snatch him up quick. He needs. I think they just need to get the stuff up early in the morning and move it to the other side. And then come back on the sand. I guess with an umbrella, without all the stuff. Oh yeah, the LAX videos, the real deal. You never know what you're gonna get over there. You never know what story you're gonna come upon. It's very exciting. You don't know which movie star you're gonna get, what story you're gonna get, who's gonna have a gun and carry-on bags and TSA checkpoint. So yeah, it's amazing. This is the skate park. Yeah, this is like the clearest area in Venice you can get your cell phone right here. I think they have many cell phone towers here, but as you go further down towards that way, it's not many towers up there, so you lose signal really quick when you go forward. Well, you gotta name the phone. You know, when I got this phone, I saw an ad, and the guy pointed his phone to the moon and got a real close-up picture of the moon. So that's when I said sold for me. Um, Samsung Galaxy X21 Ultra, incredible phone. Oh yeah, this is an amazing phone all the way around. Just like it shoots 4K, it also shoots 8K, but the 8K takes up too much memory, so I'm not going there. Yeah, so I got up really early today. A lot of folks are asking me where are the homeless going. They're going into the neighborhoods. Where do you think they're going? You know, it's like I spent so many years down here doing my show, Tony Vera the Fireman. If you ever Google Tony Vera the Fireman, I was doing my show down here for years. 4 years. Fire eating, comedy, magic, balancing. With some greats. The one man band. I heard he passed away. I hope that's not true, but allegedly he passed away. And we lost animation a couple years back. Just lost Hoover the glass walker. Solomon the snake charmer, we lost him. People dropping like flies out here, you know. Okay, where is this big cleanup at? I don't see no trucks. I see a couple here and there, but I don't see like the big white trucks. So this is the boardwalk early in the morning. I think at this point everyone's doing their own trip at this point. There's not really much of a story left on this homeless encampment because it's all gone. I want to do the few follow-ups, but I picked the Wednesday to return back to LAX officially this Wednesday. So I'm going back, but like I said, I live in Venice, and I want to have my scanner going. I'm in Venice, and I'm gonna always be doing police videos and some of the homeless camps. I'm not gonna quit doing that. But I spend, I think, 8 hours a day at LAX. I'm going back. This is the longest time I spent without being back at LAX. I think it's over 2 months. Yeah, a lot of folks are going like, "You making money?" I'm not making that much money, man. It's like, look at the hits. If I'm lucky, I get 4,000 hits, on each video, which is cool. I'm happy with that because it brings a lot of folks together, and I'm glad about that. But you don't make that kind of money when you start doing like 100,000 hits, 130,000 hits. You make a lot of money. And a lot of my videos at LAX are doing numbers. Even the old videos are going viral at LAX. So what time is it now? See, it's supposed to be 7:08, and there's no signs of the cleanup. Unless they changed it or did it last night. I don't see any signs of a cleanup here. Monday, cleanup. I think I hear a garbage truck. Let's see here. Where is that sign? So here was the big letter, the notice. Seven to five, so it could happen anytime actually. Date. Who knows? We shall see. Supposed to be today. Don't tell me I got up early in the morning for nothing. But I'm extremely excited about heading back to LAX on Wednesday. Extremely excited. But you know what's weird? I worked that whole LAX all during COVID-19. I was there. I was working hard. So I guess I needed a break from LAX. And I'm glad I'm back. I'm back at Venice. I'm back at Venice, but going back to LAX. I don't see one activist. I mean, unless they changed it. Because normally there would be garbage trucks and rangers and all that crap. Good weekend. Stayed in 2 days. I had to work on my lawsuit against the Santa Monica police. I had some stuff I had to do with that. Relaxed. Talked to a few people and just relaxed. I have not had a break in a long time. So it was great just to rest the body. Well, yeah, I mean, they water it like twice a day. People mad about that. They're saying they're wasting water. I mean, during the night, you see my videos, they're running a lot of water. But I guess the water's good for the birds. No, I live in Venice. But I take the blue bus. I'm going there later on today. I guess I qualify for senior citizen rates. 62 years old, you get instead of $1.25, you get to pay 40 cents. So no, I wish I lived near LAX, but no, I live in Venice. I love Venice. Is that got? Oh yeah, if I see her, yeah. I haven't seen her. I think she's been at the. I think she's staying in Inglewood at the hotel, and hopefully she'll get her life together. I'm praying for that. I'm praying maybe she go back with her parents, or maybe I'm just praying for her. But she has 6 months at the hotel, and I know she likes it because you don't see her at the beach anymore. She gets to lay down in a real bed. So I pray for her. I hope she does good. That's Doug. How you doing, Doug? Thank you for that mention. Yeah, I'm originally from the East Coast. My mother's and my family still lives out in the East Coast. New York City is the city. A lot of homeless folks there. Lots of runners all the time, actually. There's people run like 3, 4 in the morning. There's lots of runners. You just have to see. It's just there are a lot of runners though. I've seen lots of runners on senior this morning. Oh, it is. Cat, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, lots of folks without tents. A lot of people are sleeping in various spots of the beach without tents. I spotted maybe 3 tents and the rest umbrellas, and some just have blankets. People are allowed to lay on the beach. Don't forget, homeless people are human. Oh, you're homeless. You're not allowed to go on the beach. That's crazy. My alarm went off last night at 1:30. I'm not going. I'm not going out there again at 2 in the morning. There's no reason to. There's no reason. There's no cleanups. If there's any cleanups scheduled, I'll be out. I may go out once in a blue moon, but I'll try to get my rest as much as I can. Let's go check out the ocean real quick. I don't see any trucks. I don't see any life of this. They came out Friday giving out these notices saying that, yeah, one more warning, we're coming back on Monday. I don't see any signs of that at all. This is my favorite bench in Venice. If you come to Venice, this bench is great. You can sit on one side, see the ocean. Sit on the other side, see the other side of the ocean. It's a great bench. My favorite. Looks like I don't see any signs because it says 7 a.m. and usually when they say something like that, there's like 7 or 8 trucks out here. And this is the official graffiti park. You're allowed to spray paint anything you want on this wall legally without getting arrested. It's the only place of its kind in LA. Well, the way I look at it, I have street wisdom. I've God on my side. That's all I can depend on at that point. This is where all the surfers go in the morning. The Venice Beach surfers are here. Oh, it's a great morning. It's the graffiti pit where people are allowed to spray paint or whatever. No, German and British is two different styles. You know, he has his style, I have my style. You know, we actually made up. You know, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, and there's two different styles. I don't. People get mad at me because oh, you don't edit. Believe it or not, when I do a video, like let's say it's a half hour, it takes about hour and a half, 2 hours to put up. You gotta render it. You gotta put those these valve stuff on it. You know, your logo on it. It's not like you're not editing. I'm just not cutting a lot of footage out. Uh, Thank you to Jamie. Is that Jamie? Yeah. I try to keep it documentary style to bring you guys with me when I record. I don't cut much out, but I just don't put it up on YouTube 1, 2, 3. It takes a while to get something up on YouTube because you gotta render it. You gotta break it down the size. You gotta put it together. So it's not like I'm not doing anything. Thanks, Legend. This is my favorite bench here. You can sit on either side. One side you have the boardwalk, and the other side you have the beach. Oh, thank you, E. No, I'm not gonna change it. It's just the way I record. My LAX videos are different. They're more shot. Those are shot basically. They're shorter actually. They're like shot for. I'm trying to actually license those to news agencies around the world. The arrests and stuff. LAX. They're shot. Those are shot more. They're shorter. That's the key. They're shorter. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Kat. But I love LAX because you never know what you're gonna get. You may get a guy with a gun going to TSA. Sometimes last one I got there with a gun was a celebrity. I think it was Rich the Kid. Uh, had a firearm in the TSA. Oh, this is a piece of art. That's what that is. That's a piece of art. And the Venice sign is that way, the sign of Venice. This is the main, this is like the heart of Venice right here. Oh no, there was a, Friday when I worked, the rangers and the cops were giving out these notices saying today was a big day, the big cleanup day. That's why I'm here so early. Because I like to get my rest in as much as I can. I stayed in bed all weekend. I actually did some stuff on my case. I have this lawsuit against the Santa Monica Police, a federal civil violation rights. Uh, a lot of folks say, I'm going to get a lawyer to sue you. It's hard to get a lawyer these days. You know, with my case, I had a lawyer at the beginning, and then he backed out like 8 months later, like telling me he couldn't do it. He didn't know what he was doing. It was like, couldn't you tell me earlier, dude? So I had to work to get a lawyer, man. I got so many no's. And finally, this guy actually saw the video of my video of the whole thing, and said, we have a case here. And it kind of sucked too, because when it happened, nobody actually cared. You know, oh, you're faking it. It's like faking it. I was recording this news style. Got attacked by these police for recording them making an arrest. Concussion. This treated like shit, you know. And I was placed under arrest, but the First Amendment, Doug. But the sergeant came and said, you know, take that guy out of the handcuffs. And they couldn't take me out because they were plastic cuffs. They couldn't get me out. So I mean, those plastic cuffs for about half hour, and they were really tight. It wasn't a live stream. Thank God I shot that in 4K because it was clear as can be. So that's happening. It's going to be a federal lawsuit, a civil rights violation, and they're going to have to answer. They're going to have to, even though they have qualified immunity, it still goes in their jacket, you know. And they're having a hard time now finding the report So what do? Not put anything down on paper? I have all the cops' names. I have the video. You can see the cops attacking me, and you're gonna have to explain all that in depositions. And I don't hate cops, but that was nasty. It was a peaceful protest in Venice for 7 hours. All majority white folks yelling Black Lives Matter. Oh yeah, they are. And hit Santa Monica, and they attacked me. On the video, you can clearly hear them say, "You're under arrest." I'm saying I'm media. And media people say you're not media. What is media? My stuff sells to TV, license to TV shows around the world, TMZ, CNN, Fox News, just to name a few. You're not media. Okay, I'm not media then. I've been doing this so many years. I've been recording before cell phones were put out. Back then, we just had we had camcorders, and back then there was no YouTube. It was MySpace. And then when YouTube came along, they wasn't paying people. You did it because you loved it. Yeah, Doug, it really is hard to dispute. You know, how you doing there? Like 19. Hey, Lynn's in the house. Yeah, Lynn's like she's amazing. She's like my new moderator, and she's really good at what she does. And I'm so happy to have her. And she's always positive. I love positive people. If you're negative, I'm not too crazy. I mean, I was negative when it came to German and Venice. I apologize. I said I was sorry for being an asshole, for being jealous and insecure. Well, you have the mainline media that works for a company, and what it is, the LAPD and the sheriff's department think about these trespassers, and they have to basically obey to everything they say. I have a press pass, but it's not from those agencies. I have a real press pass, and a press pass, all it does is it proves that you actually sell your stuff to the media. You know, that's all a press pass is. It's to prove that you are what you say you are. Life is good, people. Life is good. One day at a time. Spent many years out here doing my show. Many, many years. But how you doing, everybody? Glad to see you. Have a good time. Love the hat. And you guys look good. Mr. Vera. Yeah, she's great, man. Len's amazing. Yeah, man, I had to make Len a moderator. She's just amazing. No words for Len. Amazing lady. Amazing grace. Amazing lady. But I'm very excited. It's like going back to school again for me. You spend all summer having a good time, and then school starts. That's how it feels for me. It feels like going back to school again. I got to regroup, restart. Hopefully I still got it. I think I still have it. But LAX is great because you have the police scanner going. I get to record the FBI, DEA, Homeland Security, LAX Airport Police, U.S. Customs. This is a long line of agencies all wrapped in one, and you get them all right there, and mixed up with celebrities. The celebrity part of it is not that great anymore because they have this celebrity terminal that a lot of celebrities are using. It's very expensive, but a lot of the A-listers are using it. So you may still get lucky enough to get a big celebrity. TMZ is still working Terminal 2, Delta. They get a lot of B-listers, a lot of sports people. But I love LAX. It took me a long time to get the LAX to stop the harassment. It took years. I mean, the old crew was kind of like I was being harassed a lot. I think when I finally sued them, when I was assaulted by the LAX security officer, they put out that First Amendment memo on don't mess with folks with cameras. So that was an achievement that I achieved. But when you go into LAX and you're taping the employees behind the counter, they're gonna call the cops. They don't care about any First Amendment memo. Those people call the cops, and they make up. Not all of them. They make stuff up. They'll say the guy has a knife, the guy threatened to beat you up. I have a lot of those videos where they actually called and lied to the cops. But the only problem with that is I was recording the whole thing. So that's not gonna fly. That's art right there. This thing here is art. This big metal structure. Okay, so I don't know what these guys are waiting on. These guys are waiting on something. I don't know what the hell they're waiting on. They're waiting on something. But yeah, I was lucky enough to see the owl 4 times. The owl. Venice skate park. But it was a great weekend. I didn't put any videos out in 2 days. So it was kind of a great weekend. I worked on my case. I had to do this questionnaire by my lawyer, because what happens is when you sue the police, you got to put it in the 6 months after it happens. You got to send in some kind of a request to the city. You got 6 months to do it. That you're going to request money or whatever. This happened to you. I want this amount of money, and of course they always deny it. They deny it all the time. So then at that point you have to file a lawsuit, and then what happens with that is the judge orders mediation. So we'll see what happens. But it's not easy finding a lawyer these days. A lot of lawyers want $5,000 up front nowadays. The white paint is some kind of anti insects. It's for insects. That's what I heard. It's some kind of like poison for the ants or the insects that go up the tree. That's what I was told by this person that lives around here. Pesticide. That's what it is. Because I guess all the termites and the ants and all that crap. Pigeons are having a field day. The pigeons are loving the water. Yeah, pigeons, man. It's hard for the pigeons to get water, man. So, actually fresh water. Oh, anytime. I was actually curious myself when you asked that question, so I had to go find out. I made some phone calls, and they said, no, that's for the ants and the termites. All right, so where's this big cleanup? Where is this big cleanup? I am awaiting. I am awaiting. But yeah, I'm really excited, man. I found out the big blue bus I take the LAX is only 40 cents because I'm 62 years old. I guess I thought you had to be 65, but I guess they changed it and made it 62. So I am officially a senior citizen. So the only good part about being 62 is it's only 80 cents round trip to the airport. So that's a big thing. That's huge. Let's see, 80 trucks. I don't see any trucks. No, they're not there. Okay, the sign that says I love New York, as you can see it up there, it says YouTube German in Venice. This is the official German in Venice headquarters in Venice, right here. You see the sign right up there. A lot of homeless people are leaving right now. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, if you're homeless and you're out here, just try to leave in the morning and try to keep it neat as possible. Because I think the main argument is the mess. You know, just try to keep the place clean, and a lot of folks do. A lot of folks do. I think a lot of the mentally ill are the ones that keep it all messy because they can't help it. But a lot of folks I see, they actually clean their spots up. A lot of the homeless encampments are moving into city parking lot structures. There was one the other day, right on the roads, and the cops came, 2 police cars, but the guy knew his rights. The guy had a camera out, was taping the cops, and knew his rights, and they're still in there. And the encampment seems to be getting bigger, so that's going to be a story to be worked on. So I do have the police scanner going right now. People wonder how I work. I have a scanner going, and that's how I found out about my calls. I have a police scanner. That helps. And I truly am excited about Wednesday. I do want to do some plane spotting on Wednesday. Plane spotting is something I do. My mother likes it. It relaxes me. Haven't done it in a couple of months. Going back to that, a little bit of that. Well, German in Venice has a good channel. Go like and subscribe. And it took me a long time to say that, you know. But he's not a bad guy. And this is the German in Venice store. Right here. And I know this man. I know him for over 30 years. I know Mike. So it's not like I don't know the guy. Everybody has a right to get jealous once in a while, right? But all that negative stuff that I was talking, that's like, oh, here we go. We got a city truck, cleanup truck, arriving. The first one. That's one of the trucks that, it looks like the hazmat truck for needles and stuff. But I can promise you this, we're going to be doing videos of Venice, LAX. We're going to do it all. I promise you that. Thank you, Smokey. No, I had to come to grips with that. You know, it was pure jealousy and envious. He's getting all these hits, and here I've been in Venice for all these years covering all kind of events, murders, you name it. It was like people forgot me. It was, oh, you copying him, and he understood it. He even told me. He said, I understand why y'all pissed off, but it's nothing to do with him. He's doing his own thing. To blame him was very foolish. You know, his style and my style are totally different. Michael Dowd, one of the originals back in the day. Here comes the L.A. Park Rangers. They're showing up now, a little late, but they're showing up. L.A. Park Rangers showing up. And people ask me, why is my name changed to the Venice Owl? Well, I'll tell you why. The Venice Owl, he kind of reminds me of me. He's always on the prowl for something, and I'm always on the prowl for a story. So that's where the Venice Owl came in. Someone asked me, will you change your name into the LAX Owl? No. It's Tony Vera, the Venice Owl. I got to keep Tony Vera for the Google part of it, because when you Google Tony Vera, all my stuff comes up. When you Google Venice Owl, nothing really comes up on me yet. So I'm gonna combine the two. Those reviews I did, make sure you combine the view. Combine both of them together. The name Tony Vera, the Venice Owl. Just don't do Venice Owl, because otherwise, when they Google it, your name won't come up yet. Okay, the LA Park Rangers have arrived. Want a lighter? I got a lighter. Let's see here. Okay.
Sorry for the
Oh, no problem.
inconvenience of.
Oops, I'll get it to you. There you go. Yes, that's the worst. You can't find a lighter, man. You know what I mean? That's got to be the worst. You got something to smoke and then you got no lighter. That's the worst. You welcome. All right, so she gave me a look like, all right, just give me the lighter. I don't need all that other stuff. You know, she's right. The look she gave me. Well, the way I look at it, everyone has their own particular style, you know. And right now, everybody's doing YouTube. I guess I started doing YouTube when only a few of us were doing it. There was Matt Dowd. He was an amazing. He was a vendor on the boardwalk, but he actually filmed the police. There was Zuma Dog, one of the greats. Activist. He always used his camera at meetings. And then there was Name on Rice. She started doing it a little bit after I started doing it. No, probably about 3 years afterwards, but she's a regular. But, you know, I don't have time to be hating on people. You know, that's not the way I am. You know, I believe in God. I work with God. I think when you start hating on people, you're starting to fall into the devil's lane. And, you know, I got to love people, you know. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong, you know. You know, and on that German events, I was wrong on that one, you know. But I'm kind of glad I got it out, you know. So that's good. So we talk now. That's a good thing. because somebody left me this horrible message on a comment that said, "You're a crackhead. You're copying German in Venice." I was like, "Really, dude?" I mean, it's like, come on. And do you really expect me to keep that up? But I'm excited, man. I'm going to the Santa Monica Blue Bus Center today to get my, because they don't take cash anymore. These bus systems, they don't take cash at all. They just they take these tap cards. But anyway, I have to go into the office, and it's $1.25 one-way trip. And the idea that I'm 62 now, I only pay 40 cents. But I have to go into the Santa Monica today and get that pass. So I'm only paying 80 cents. I live in Venice, so I take one bus to LAX. So that's the key. You take the one bus, you're good. It's straight to the airport. And I found out I'm only paying 40%. So it looks like the LA sanitation is starting to arrive. It was supposed to start at 7, but when you read the pamphlet, it says 7 to 5. Oh yeah, I mean, hate jealousy is in my case it was just a hate to everybody with cell phones, because here I was doing YouTube, the very beginning of YouTube, with a few others. Nobody was actually caring about it, and all of a sudden everybody's doing YouTube, and it bugs you, you know. But what I learned about this whole experience is you have to just be who you are, and don't worry about it. There's a name on rice. This name on rice. She's showing up early today. Name on rice. Oh yeah, maybe when you when you edit a video, you're 100% right there, Smokey. What's that? Smoke King joking. It's not good to cut videos, you know. I have clips. I may shoot maybe 30, 40 clips. When I get home, I gotta render it, uh, put my name on it, and then put the as you see, a lot of my stuff has dissolves in it. I gotta put those on it. So you know, but it takes, if you do an hour video, that takes 3 hours to put up. You know, there's a lot of rendering going on. It takes forever. So yeah, it ain't like you just 1, 2, 3, the video's up. No, you gotta put work into it. And a lot of times too, a lot of times your stuff gets your police videos. The DA may want to subpoena that video, and a lot of times they'll say, "Is this video cut? If so, we're going to need your computer and go in your computer to see what you cut out." And that doesn't really fly with me, because you're working as the media, the press, and you have a First Amendment right not to show that. I had a case like that once where they wanted all my stuff. I think it was Abraham. He was murdered by the Cadillac Motel a few years back. They wanted my computer. I didn't really cut much out. I just cut a couple of things out that were blurry because it was night, and their side wanted to get my computer. And I fought that, and the judge said, "No, he's the media. You can't just take his computer, because I have a lot of names and sources in there." Well, everybody's different, you know. I mean, it's like if you have a camera and your job is recording people, and you get pissed off when somebody records you, then you're in the wrong business. There's a channel, I'm not going to name him, but he records hookers at night. You know, hides and shoots these hookers. Why are you? Why are you recording hookers at night? I mean, what is the? I mean, they're half nude. You know, and his channel is kind of down right now. So I'm kind of wondering, did he actually get a strike? He probably did because YouTube doesn't play that crap. You can't be doing shit like that, especially with the new YouTube. The old YouTube. I was taping chicks out here in bikinis, and I would get a strike. There was one chick out here named Jenny, and she had these pasties on, and in a G-string, and I got a strike for that. I even got a strike for the topless Venice thing here, and they're not really topless; they have only pasties. But it seems like now they let a lot of stuff go if they want to. Just because they don't do anything about it doesn't mean they won't do anything about it. I had a video once up for 8 years, and I got a strike on it because they said I wasn't checking the comments. You got to check the comments, people, because if you leave like vulgar stuff like F this, F that, I'm going to do this to her, and without getting it out, they're going to give you a strike. It happened to me. And the video was up there for many years. But always check your comments, because if you let them, kill a cop, you know, leave that up leave that up there, and you basically will get your strike or lose your channel. It's true. It's true, man. YouTube was. I felt they were stricter back then, but now they're even more stricter because now they let something go for a while, and then they decide just to cut it out or give you a strike on it. Follow. Always check your comments. But I am so excited, man. Wednesday, I am going back to LAX, going back home. But I'm not leaving Venice. Like I said, I live in Venice. I will always be doing stories in Venice. I got the police scanner going, so don't worry about that. So there was 110 up there earlier. I don't see it. Yeah, it's still up there. It's all the way down there. But the tents have basically moved into the neighborhoods of Venice. There's one dude at the Rose parking lot. I was shooting him my last video. The cops were called. He has a big encampment in a city-run parking lot. It's a huge encampment that he has, and now it's starting to spread in there. And the cops came, and the guy actually knew his rights, and he's still up. He's still there. So we're gonna focus on those kind of stories. If you just tuned in, we're waiting for the homeless tent enforcement at Venice Beach. It comes from the whole homeless encampment cleanup with the LA Sheriffs, LAPD, LA Park Rangers, and LA Sanitation. Here's another park ranger showing up. So keep in mind, folks, I am not leaving Venice. I live in Venice, but I am going back to LAX. I work LAX at least 8 hours a day, and I will be doing marijuana arrests, gun arrests, you name it, celebrities, back to my roots. But I will still be doing Venice. I mean, tomorrow I will come back tomorrow and see the recap to see what's happening tomorrow. Follow-ups. You gotta do follow-ups. One thing about the news media, they don't do follow-ups. They'll work a story, then they're gone. You don't see any media here today. Any mainline media. I think I hear the garbage truck. I think I hear the garbage truck. That's a sound that you can't forget. Is that the garbage truck? Let's see. That's the garbage truck. There it is. Yeah, folks are going like, why didn't you pick the owl? That bad luck. Well, that's not how I look at it. I have a black cat named Tina Marie, and people all say that the black cat's a bad luck. You know, Tina Marie is a cat that I got from the West LA Animal Shelter. Mean as a snake when I first got her. She was in the bottom of the cage. There was so many cats above her, so many cute kittens and teenagers, and she was the one on the bottom. She's a female. She had multiple litters of kittens. You can tell by her stomach. And no one wanted this cat. You know, she was mean as a snake. So I took her. Because I just lost this Abyssinian who died after 21 years. And I had one cat left named Yoda, the Maine Coon. So I brought her home. A couple of months, it was touch and go. My mom kept saying, get rid of Tina, because she's gonna get thrown out of your apartment. But she came around. She's actually the best cat I ever had, man. You know, she talks, gives me kisses. She's a lovable cat. I just took time with her. She needed me, I needed her, and that was that. So the LA Park Rangers have arrived, and they're probably the enforcement. They're a little late, the crew. I think I counted like maybe 5 tents, maybe 10 umbrellas, and maybe like 20 people just laying on blankets. So it's basically gone, you know. But I wanted to do the follow up on this story. Okay, so I guess they're getting ready to do their enforcement. Friday was mornings, and they said, gotta love Len. Len's great. Len's great. Beautiful day here in Venice. Tony Vera reporting. Coming down to the countdown. Back at LAX on Wednesday. And I'm thinking about doing some plane spotting on Wednesday too. Plane spotting is so relaxing. You go by in and out, and the plane they go right over your head, maybe 50 feet from your head, and it's just like it's so relaxing. That's why I do it, actually. Hey there, what's that? Andy, hi Andy. So this is you're allowed to spray paint anywhere you want to in this area. This is the official um, graffiti pit where you're allowed to spray paint without getting arrested. Anywhere on trees in this area here. Used to be bigger, but during the renovation they made it smaller. But a lot of folks come here all around the world to use the famous art walls. Yeah, I was home the other day. Was it Friday night? I was thinking about my ex Meg, who passed away from COVID. Uh, yeah, she worked at it. She worked at LAX, so I saw her there all the time. So it's hard to go back to LAX. But LAX is where I get all my big stories from. I enjoyed working the story for the last 2 months. We got to see a lot of different things. We got to see death. We got to see some serious, horrible stuff. Michael Hall was murdered on the Rose parking lot. Man overdosed in the Rose parking lot. There were several horrible things that happened. I think I got the coroner's truck 5 times in a 2-month period. That's a lot of times to get a car in his truck, car in his van, whatever. But I slept good. Slept really well. Slept really well with the cats. Cats are laughing. Mother's doing better. That's a good thing. Well, Michael Hall was his mother, sisters, and brothers came down and had a memorial service for him on top. I call it Michael Hall Hill. So we're gonna try to get a priest up there and bless it. That's gonna be the goal, to get a priest up there. Michael Hall Hill. His name is Michael Hall, but the hill it was a hill he was murdered at, so we're gonna name it Michael Hall Hill. I mean, why not, right? But all the different St. Joseph's, different agencies, they haven't helped this man. This man is mentally ill, and he's still out here, you know. So it's kind of sad. There's no places to take the mentally ill, man. I mean, they'll take him for 3 days, and then release him. So that's a sad thing. See, that's not cool when you say bums. You know, it's like that offends me, because that means you're calling all these people bums. You're putting them all in one category, man. It's like, you know, anyone can be in a situation. You know, tax lien, illness, lost a job. You can wind up with nothing. But when you label all the folks as bums, you're not using your head, my friend. Well, thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. I don't know if this is about they're coming to get you, Barbara, but whatever that is, watch yourself there. Is that a threat? You know, no threats here. Keep it civilized. I don't know what exactly you're talking about, my friend, but that's borderline. No threats are made here. But yeah, just to call somebody a bum, and you call everybody a bum. A lot of the homeless are not bums. A lot of the homeless that they want opportunity. They want to get a job. They want to get out of the situation. A lot of people who have jobs at LAX live in their vans because they can't afford the rents. Because the airports don't pay as they used to pay really well. They don't anymore. Thank you there, man, Smokey. I appreciate that. I don't like it when people just say, like, all the homeless are drug addicts. 90% of the homeless people are heroin addicts. That's not true. That is not true. You know. Yes, there's a lot of folks on meth. You know, I support the ones that want to get help and get off the meth. I'm not supporting anyone that's robbing people or a criminal that don't want to get help. No, I'm supporting the ones that want to get off the drugs, off of liquor. I did it. I got off of liquor. Okay, so we're gonna take you out, dude. You're too negative for this group. You want to come in here with all that? What's your name? His name is Post something. Okay, we'll take you out. We'll take you out of here. Okay. See, that guy obviously came in here looking for trouble. You know, not that kind of group. Not that kind of stream. You come in here and hate on people. You'll find yourself out. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite movies. I apologize, my friend. That's actually one of my favorite movies. The original Night of the Living Dead, the original, the black and white version. Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be coming to an end. Everything. Uh, I think they expanded the eviction moratorium, but everything is going. And it's like things are gonna get tough. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, Wednesday I'm back at LAX. The good news is I'm back at LAX, so I'm kind of excited about that because LAX you can go in there and you can get a world-breaking story. That's one thing about LAX. You can get there and you never know what you're gonna get. You can get a breaking worldwide story. Celebrities. There's people with firearms. I like the TSA videos. People bring firearms. They allow you to bring under an ounce of marijuana. Why would you want to bring more than that? Some people bring in like 30, 40 pounds in there. They allow you to bring under an ounce. Even with that, the TSA calls the cops. Cops come and determine this is a legal amount you can go through. When you start bringing in 30 or 40 pounds, you're going to get arrested. There's not many homeless in LX anymore. But you can go on my videos back in the days, because now there's no trespassing. You can't trespass LAX. You got to have a reason for being in LAX. You just can't hang out. But they have a crisis intervention team. They're cops, and they're really good with the homeless. And now, now that they have that no trespassing, they've always had the no trespassing. That's always been in effect. But the mayor and the city attorney says don't mess with the homeless for a few years, so the cops couldn't really do anything. So now they brought that back. Folks say, well, why are you allowed? Well, I'm media. Paparazzi. Paparazzi's basically a media, man. People don't realize that, but paparazzi photos and videos wind up on front pages of the best well-known magazines. So paparazzis are always waiting on somebody at LAX to come. So that's why they can't really mess with the paparazzis. Okay, so there's LA sanitation along with the LA Park Rangers getting ready for the sweep on the 10th they warned on Friday. Yes and no. Yes and no. A lot of the news agencies follow my videos, and a lot of the times they'll send me an email, can we license this video? I license a lot of my videos to TV shows around the world. So yes, but I'm more than a stringer. I'm more than a paparazzi. I consider myself a documentarian or photojournalist. And I realize a lot of folks are using that, that title, but I actually earned it throughout the years. But I'm really excited, man. I found out 40 cents to ride the bus. I am a senior citizen at 62 years old. Isn't that great? Umbrella. If you have an umbrella, you're allowed to stay, basically. I did videos always. You gotta understand one thing. My territory is just Venice and LAX. I have done videos downtown during the riots, protests, George Floyd. I've done that, but my territory is only. I'm only doing Venice and LAX. Downtown is covered. They got so many people doing working that. I don't drive. I just take the bus. So for me to get downtown, it's hard. It's 2 or 3 buses. There's no money in these videos. Folks think I'm making all this money, but you can look at my views and see I'm not making that much money on these videos. LAX videos, I'm making a little money on because those are hitting 100,000, 200,000, a million hits. I had one go viral when I left LAX. It went to 400,000 hits 2 weeks. Yeah, proper term. But I call myself a photojournalist because I do video and I use video to document. So that's what I call myself. Thank you very much, Len. That's what I am. My stuff goes out to different shows. Don't forget, folks, I've been doing this way before the cell phones were out. This is something I did, no one did. All of a sudden, everyone's doing it, and oh, I'm copying this person, I'm copying this person, oh, this person, you're new at this. It's like it's amazing, You're doing this, you're doing this with a few other people, and then people tell you, oh, you're this, you're that. It's amazing to me. It's kind of like a slap in the face, but what are you gonna do? Just look at my playlist, and I'll tell you what I'm about. Thank you very much, Lynn. Yeah, Venice Beach cams, those are amazing. I think that Venice Beach cams, they have sound too. I think they have sound, they move. Pretty incredible. So, LA Sanitation is arriving. Park rangers and LA Sanitation having a powwow before the big evictions. I call them evictions. Basically, you give a guy a paper saying that you got to move in a few days, and when we come back, we're going to use force. That's an eviction. Thank you, Ken. There's still about maybe 2 or 3 tents, but there are a lot of umbrellas and a lot of crap on the ground. I'm not going to be shooting the whole walk because the Wi-Fi kind of messes up around here. That's when it kind of stops. So I'm going to get clear video of that. So I'll be doing that on my 4K. Look for that video later on today. But I like doing the live stream. I'm going to keep these up. We're going to start doing some plane spotting again. But those who miss the LAX videos, I'm going back on Wednesday. I kind of miss my friends at TMZ. They work Terminal 2 Delta. Kind of miss those guys. So I'm gonna have to get used to going back to LAX again. That's gonna be hard because you're getting this mindset. There's no money here for me. It's like, but I did it because I had to do it. I felt like God was calling me to do this thing. There's no real money to be made. You do it because I'm compassionate about being homeless. It can happen to anybody. So it's about time for me to start making the money again. Some money anyway. And look for my Netflix is doing the whole thing on Britney Spears coming out sometime in September. Look for that. They're using a lot of my old Britney Spears videos that I have shot over the years, and the interview with me on Zoom. They actually saved my ass when I got that because I was able to pay my rent with that money. That came like right on time because otherwise I would have been one of those guys that didn't pay his rent. And a lot of folks didn't pay their rent. I mean, if you had money, you should have paid your landlord something because now when the moratorium is over with, they're gonna come at you hard, the landlords. But there's plenty of federal funds you can apply for if you have back rent. I think LA is doing something too, where they pay 100% of your rent, and you can even be an illegal alien. I heard they don't ask for your status. So there are a lot of programs out there that will pay back rent. But I just knew, no matter what, pay your rent, pay something because when this is over with, you're gonna owe all that money. They're talking. The seagulls are talking. They talk. Love it. But I want to thank God for giving me the strength to get past this whole COVID-19 thing, to be healthy. I want to thank God for saving my mother's life. I want to thank God for being able to feed my cats. I want to thank God for being able to videotape. Just thank God for all that, man. And thank God for giving me health. My health, your health is important. Stay positive, people, no matter what. Try to keep a upper hand on any negativity. If you got some negativity, try to get rid of it because it's poison. Don't let it consume you. It will consume you if you let it. And just pray every day and just try to stay positive. Amen. They're moving into the outskirts of the different neighborhoods. I will be doing a video about that soon. But they're moving into the different parts of the neighborhoods in Venice. You see tents all around Venice. I mean, the homeless are not going anywhere. It's like people think, okay, no more tents, no more homeless. That's not true. Venice, it's always been homeless people in Venice, man. It's like they're not going anywhere. You can't stop a human being from coming on the beach, whether he's homeless or not. It's a public beach. They don't want tents up. That's the thing. So no tents. I mean, if you're smart, if you have a tent, you have it up at night, get up early in the morning and move it to the other side. So that's that. Thank God for the families. Some people don't have families though. So some folks, they don't have any family, man, to take care of them. So if you're lucky enough to have a family, man, thank God. Thank God for that. Okay, people, it's 1:19. We're at the hitting point. I'm going to end the stream. I want to thank you all for coming in. Thank you, Lynn, for being a great moderator like you always are. And I'm going to save a little battery and then shoot some 4K of this whole thing going on. You guys have been wonderful. And again, I'm going back to LAX on Wednesday. I am not quitting Venice. I will always be doing Venice. Just stay strong, people, and have a beautiful day. You guys are all great, man. Seriously, man. Thank you for coming in. And always, 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 thank God for everything you have right now. Later.